Hello and welcome back to my podcast, Homemaker. My name is Chloe, and we just talk for about 30 minutes. Last podcast called Humor Me, I had mentioned some health issues that I thought could be a problem and could be causing some of my issues with my mind and my health. And I just wanted to clear up something. I thought I had PCOS, but all of my levels came back in a good range, and it's unlikely that I even have PCOS. And the suspicion of it affecting my mind is unlikely. It's basically that I'm just a woman and that my whole body affects my whole body and mind. So there's that. But they did find that my cholesterol is a little high on the bad cholesterol and a little low on the good cholesterol. So I've been making some life changes of about several different things. I have been not eating fast food at all, no greasy foods or high cholesterol foods. Just dietary changes and drinking protein shakes because my protein was a little low, doing breathing exercises, taking iron. My iron was a little low. So there's that little update of the last video until now. But this episode is called Singleness, question mark, and we're gonna do like a little deep dive just like last time in my, I guess, psychological / relational history and how singleness with a question mark is because I've really never actually been fully, completely, and utterly single in the way that I create friendships and companions, not create, but like it just naturally comes to me that I always have some kind of friendship going or companionship or um it's sometimes a placeholder, but it's a good relationship or it's a good friendship to have. It's very healthy. I feel like fulfilled in them mostly, and it's like been a learning tool for me to to prepare for, I guess, a, a permanent relationship or a marriage. Um, I think it comes from like just having a big family and always having that companionship of my mom and my dad and my siblings and people at church and even people at work or people I meet out like at the gym or like out at work or something like that. Um, I love people, and I think that kind of is somewhat a character flaw because I'm a little bit codependent. Um, and like some anxiety goes into it. Just like working out the details of when to talk or um, how the how how healthy the relationship is or friendship or companionship. Um, but that's a part of learning the process of real commitment. Um, I think um, Tinder owes me a lot of money because like it's not even just Tinder, it's like um, dating apps in general, whether it be like Facebook, the little dating part, or Bumble or Tinder or POF back in the day or Christian Mingle, whatever it is. Like, they owe me a lot of money because of the amount of connections I've made over the years and how some of them have just been flops, or they've lied to me, or they cheated on me, or they neglected me, or I think that that's all a part of the learning process. And but it's like sometimes you think, well, can't people just be like decent people and not do all that stuff? um but it is part of life. Like, there's God, and then there's like the devil that tempts people, and then you just kind of have to work that out within you and those people and God, and try to build like a bigger, better relationship with God plus these people. And it's like a balancing act kind of thing. If I gave someone advice on dating or singleness, which is not necessarily a thing because no one is absolutely, completely, completely alone um, all the time, every day, every night, every hour, every second. Unless you're like out in the desert all alone walking or something. I don't know. But but if I had advice for that, is to make it your own. Um I guess the Christian advice would just be, don't get involved like that until you're ready to have, you know, a real commitment and children. Is the Christian way. Is like, it's very simple. It's like, if you're not there yet, then it's like you and the other person are going to want to kind of like force it because you're in that setting of a relationship, or coercion if someone doesn't want to do it, do all that stuff that involves, commitment and children and everything. Then there's like mixed signals I've learned, like especially this year I've released some of my crushes and some of my ideas, and I've just kind of started to like say, okay, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to fully commit and do those steps that it would take for a real, like a permanent one person, that's the person, commitment. So I'm not single as in utterly not talking to anyone, because I'm always talking to God and I'm always talking to my friends. And um so but then there's the point where I haven't come to where I fully want to pursue a legal binding contract, a legal binding contract with someone. But I have this idea that I can see God through people, and and I'm not done enjoying that idea of, because the spirit dwells within each one of us, and I'm not done enjoying that idea of, um in different ways God shows me through other people. um Even like when I go out to the movies and I watch the movie, I can see glimpses of like, oh, like that's a sign from God for such and such situation, or how to deal with like a friendship or family member or a relationship, or just whatever is out besides that. Is like it's helpful to like, I guess movies aren't like the best prime examples because it's kind of like a made up world, but somebody thought of that and they put their effort into it, and that's their life's work, and like the actors into it to portray these that um that there's like a bigger meaning message, and it to develop into concepts in each and every one of our minds that have seen it. Um, so I think movies and TV shows, and even sometimes reality TV shows, like I can see the good in it, or the benefit, or the purpose behind it, and not specifically saying any type of uh, genre or anything like that. It's up to you to decide what you're interested in, um, but it's like a learning experience. Like life is a learning experience, and relationships are as well. But um, I guess for me right now, it's not like a super top priority to like focus in on one person who I can see God through. I guess is kind of like what I'm trying to get at, and I'm enjoying the varying different relationships that I will probably enjoy in my husband, and also children someday, and their children. And I guess I want to get the practice and the um, concept down now before I screw up a marriage or kids or their kids. Um, but yeah, like one of the things that really hurts my feelings and makes me kind of crazy is um, when married women say, "Oh, you'll find someone, don't worry." I think they're kind of missing the point, or telling this is how marriage is, when everyone should make their marriage their own. There's not a down pattern to any one relationship, and um, that's why my advice would just be like, make it your own. Be faithful, but make it your own. Um, and have fun. Like the whole point of marriage is to like, I guess, be Christ-like, and the bride and the groom, and like the head and the body. It's just like a beautiful thing. And if you don't have like joy in that, then it's kind of like, why did you even choose that person? That's another thing, is like choosing a person is like probably the most important thing you'll do in your life. And like, I guess like they would call it sampling the field or something, and causing that to be like a bad thing in like kind of like slut shaming. And it's not always like that, and I think it's just wild to assume that people are just doing it out of ill will. I think that everyone has their own reasons for their own dating life or their own process. And I think even if they do make the mistake of a soul tie, it's not like, I mean, it could mean a lot to them at the time, but it's not like there's no redemption from it. Definitely there's limits like being underage, or like being a prostitute is like some of the examples of abusing that situation. And like I'm not even going to go there with like the varying degrees of different relationships. I mean, I might in a future video, but I'm not limiting myself there either. Um, but I don't see myself as any sort of like devil worshiper, or, bad, utterly bad person in my soul. I feel like what I have learned and established and experienced has all been for some sort of reason. And like I feel like I've learned through experience of what the point is. The point in life is to glorify God. And like I've experienced ways in going the wrong way and not doing that, and um I know that that's not worth it. And so um yeah, it's like it's all a learning experience, and trying to understand yourself and how to love another person who is completely different than you, not only in gender, but like their personality or way of perceiving life, or how they communicate. And um, I think that it's not a shameful thing to be single. And um, in a way, people see me as a 33-year-old single woman. And but I guess this video is kind of telling you that no, I haven't been single all that time. I've had years long friendships, decades long relationships with family members. I've had tryout relationships. I've had people I've gone on a date with or two dates with, and they've ghosted me. Like, it's not the reality that they think, that I don't know anything. And um, I've I'm learning, and it's not like I'm learning to like, because now I know exactly what I want. I still don't I still don't know. I guess when I see it, I'll know it, or when I see it, I can work with it. But like with my ideas of having children being like this huge, huge thing, like it's a huge thing of children. Like that's a huge thing. Like um and finding a person that can support them and care for them and treat them with kindness and respect and understanding, and let them speak and help me, and to like raise them, and the love that I feel that should go into it, and the person that I am creating life with, I want to love and respect and understand. And um it's good to have, I think, processes in place of how to eliminate or sift through these things to um, make the rest of your life the best that it can be, and to try to like be the best for that person. Like with my health, my mental health, and having these extreme relationships where I thought that this is it, like this poisonous person is poisonous to me person is it, like, and then breaking down and going insane, and now years later configuring out my medication and my lifestyle and trying to um, have purpose in life. And I think that right now in my singleness, I'm in the process of being the right person for someone, for, for like, for myself, because it's hard being mentally ill. It's extremely hard being mentally ill, and um, to calibrate myself to be fine-tuned and um, healthy and spiritually healthy and um, emotionally try to keep it together and do things and feel like I'm accomplishing things. I think it all goes hand in hand with finding the right person. And um it's it's hardly possible without support or friendship or companionship or family and church and friends, and um so it's been awesome, a little bit lonely even with the companionship, and I think that even with a marriage you feel times of loneliness, um and that's like a part of life. Like feelings are a part of life and loneliness are a part of life, and um I think there's going to be a lot of joy in it, but also work and um yeah, like I don't think a lot, like so much is going to change where it's like a different life though. Um um just in experiencing with relationships that were official is like nothing that much changes, and you still have to watch your back. I guess you have to protect yourself, which is kind of hard for me to let go. Um, but it's all possible with God. All of it is possible. Um, yeah, I'm single. I am trying to stay single at least for this year, and I have friendships that keep me fulfilled and happy, and I think it's important even when you're single to be happy. To be happy, like it doesn't have to be a miserable experience. Um um but yeah, to summarize, I haven't been completely single my whole life, and dating wise, relationship wise, companion wise, partner wise, like friendships, family. I feel fulfilled, and I am not in like an extreme amount of rush to um, be in a fully and utterly committed relationship with one person until God tells me, oh, like you you can marry this person if you want, that'd be cool. I think that's how he's gonna say it, is like, yeah, this person's kind of cool, you should probably marry them. And then I'll just get married, and I think that God works things out simply and honestly with the right person, um, and it'll happen when it happens. Thank you for watching this short ramble of introspective um, therapy for myself, and I hope you got something out of it too. It's just like a new podcast for me. Like, I've been streaming and everything every night for the last like year and a half or so. And then podcasting is just like a little step further in expressing myself, and I hope I'm doing okay at it, but I'm sure time will improve my skills in talking, because like I started streaming to improve getting things across to people, and like I said, everything is a learning process, and I don't think you just like jump into things knowing everything about it or everything about the person. Um so yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next podcast, video, stream, or short. I hope you have a good time going through my catalog. I guess I don't know what you call it, but like my history of videos and shorts and streams, and even Bible readings. I have a lot of those. You're open and welcome to any and all videos of mine, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Bye.